There we go. So, we'll go into single player. We're not going to mess with Europe. Europe's doing its own thing. I gotta remember how to work this. Why does nothing want to move it? Middle. What? I thought... Eugh. So, as discussed in the title, we're going to be Brazil. We're going to set... Well, no. We're going to set diplomacy to AI, which we can always change later, but I'm not very diplomatic. Shocker. As Brazil, it will be our mission to bring the rest of South America into the fold. Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, Chile, Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela. And maybe eventually we'll even work our way up into Central America. But that will be an undertaking in of itself. Because I don't remember as Brazil just how backwards we are. Oof. That ain't good. Oof. Our officers were... You know, at least it seems like we have pretty good resources at home. Minus oil. So, let's start with the decisions that we got to go through as part of Black Ice. Our annual espionage focus. Maybe we got to run it first. Let's run it for a couple hours. Or most of a day. That'll work. Okay, quick economic boost. Due to a surge in productivity, our factories are currently producing more goods. Although we are not sure how long this will be sustained, we can simply consummate the higher output of our factories or use this opportunity for a big investment, which may allow us to initiate another giant infrastructure project. Choosing short-term games will give a useful economic boost to the nation. Long-term investment will allow the possibility of a large-scale infrastructure project to commence. So we can go economic boost gives plus 10% IC, minus 10% money, or minus 5 IC and 20% more money. I think we're going to try a long-term investment. National peacetime recruiting. Let's go for a balanced, sane approach. Now, we can do a player backstory, which will affect how the country kind of shapes up. So, let's go into it. The mother-child relationship is paradoxical and in a sense tragic. It requires the most intense love on the mother's side, yet this very love must help the child grow away from the mother and to become fully independent. Eric Fromm. We can be let's see, territorial. Dissent, research efficiency. National unity. How's our unity? We're at 50% unity. That's eesh. Ick. Our mother will be a respected leader in the community. Our father will be money ain't bad. He'll be a respected local merchant. Our childhood will be we loved to daydream and build things. Our childhood hero was a famous soldier. As a young adult, we became we went to medical school and became a doctor, because I don't think manpower is gonna be an issue. Alright, that's all that. Now, let's finish up the decisions. We have an annual espionage focus. Oh, God. Diplomacy, that's where the decisions come from. We just automate trade, that's right. Okay, annual espionage focus. Industrial, political. The first year we're gonna increase our national unity, because my god. We're gonna get Railway Level 1, and then Black Ice 1936 start. Muddenho, how you been, bud? Let's go on easy, just because it's been forever since I've played this. Okay, annual national focus. We need get corruption and military coup. Navy focus. No, I didn't. Don't click that. Let's get a scientific focus going. Examine our research centers, build new research centers, or boost existing. Let's build a new one, because it's early. Let's prepare for... Wait. Peace is boring. With a little scaremongering, we could easily make our nation a lot less neutral and then perhaps pay our neighbors a visit. I mean, that's eventually what we want to do. We don't need a coup. We're taking this over democratically. And then everyone else will join. And then we will teach everyone our peaceful ways by force. Yes. We will teach Chinese difficulty, normal. Japanese, normal. Italian, normal. Just everybody's going to be normal. Allied difficulty, normal. This won't go up into the 60s. I think this caps out at 45, but it's been forever since I've played. Chinese, Japanese, Italian. Alright, now here we got our research. It's 36, we can... Okay. First of all, we need to set some things up here. This is going to be right at 1 for diplomacy. This will help with our trade, because we'll need to trade. God damn it. That gets capped at 1. Officers probably going to get capped at 2, because our leadership pool is terrible. And espionage is going to get capped at 2. There is a Hearts of Iron 4, but to put it simply, it's terrible. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's... I much prefer 3, especially with the Black Ice mod. Because... Let's see, how does... I watch certain people that play it, and Hearts of Iron 4, you basically... I mean, here's what you do in Hearts of Iron 4. Let's say I wanted to invade Uruguay here. I just draw a line right here, draw another line here, and hit a button. That's how you play Hearts of Iron 4. Hearts of Iron 3, this is my main HQ. As you can see, it controls all my other units. I have to be aware how far away my units are from everybody else, their command units. If I click on... I gotta go through this whole thing. It's terrible. My god, do I have any military units at all? Where's my overview? Land units. I basically have no... Okay, I do. But my god, they're terrible. I mean, look at this tech tree. Because my main HQ is presumably in the capital. What the hell is the capital of Brazil? Wait, aren't you from Brazil? I didn't even think about that when I was doing this. What the hell's the capital of Brazil? There should be a thing that, like, tells me. Victory points. Let's see. VP mode. So, presumably Sao Paulo is the capital, I think. Well, what was the capital in 1936? Because I assume if they had the coup, maybe they changed the capital? I'm looking it up here. 1936. Okay, Rio de Janeiro. So, right here is the capital. I'm not sure why the main HQ ain't there, but Rio was the capital from 1763 to 1960. Which, kind of neat. Okay, so back to this. We've got espionage set, diplomacy set, officers set. So we need to work on technology. I think supply transportation, organization, and medicine. I don't know. Basically, what's going to happen here is I'm going to go through, queue up everything, and then I'm going to have to think what's most important to me. Industry right now, probably not the worst thing. Or probably alright to keep. Electronics need to definitely be top priority. Construction. We need industry and a new industrial zone. We don't even know how to build air bases yet. My God. We don't even know how to do naval bases, so those are definitely need to be. Road network, always good to have. Secret, we don't need any secrets yet. Oh my God, our soldiers are terrible. We're back in 1918 tech. Like, all of this. Engineer unit is going to be kind of important. Motorcycle recon, probably not right away. As figured are, let's see, heavy AA guns, I guess. Why are you not? Armor, probably not going to worry about armor right away. Amphibious, absolutely. Top of the line. Aircraft, we desperately need it, but also don't. I mean, that's the shitty deal about what we're going through right here. We've really, really got to prioritize. We definitely need to know what submarines are, because if we get the big people into this, we're probably going to rely a lot on submarines. We're going to need to know how to make passenger ships, just in case we ever need to invade somewhere. Cruisers, battleships, carriers, yeah, not gonna. Doctrines we need to know about, but we cannot afford to do so right now. Command, we need, yes, delay of attacks reduced, make our HQs better. Not gonna be too worried about it right away. Up our brigade strength, we can't mess with any of that right now. Okay, I think that's all set. Oh, we have amphibious warfare equipment is ahead. Supply transportation and organization is ahead. Officer recruitment and inter-service HQ. There, I mean, we're working on about half of everything we've got lined up right away, so that ain't terrible. Submarine, because if anybody decide, like, this up here is what I'm worried about. France, Netherlands, and the United Kingdom. If they decide they want to try and attack, we need to cut off any supply they get in here. Let's look at our production. We are not making anything. So, first off, we have 22 available transports. Let's see, cereal. Cereal is all at once. Let's do 5. Okay, so that's 50 more. It'll do 10 at a time. It'll do 1, then it'll go to the next. That's okay. Prioritize reinforcement. Oh, ew. Oh, God. We have absolutely no industrial capacity. Let's build a couple of factories there. There. Where's our... Like, what's important here? My God, why can't you people be more industrialized? I mean, it doesn't help we're not at a wartime economy yet, but... Okay, we've got that. Oh, that is gross. We can't even think about making troops yet. But we've got 7 brigades allowed right away. So what would I want if I was to... Ew, we don't even have all that much unlocked. So we'd obviously need a division headquarters. What's a regular infantry look like at this point? Infantry, recon cavalry, anti-tank, artillery, engine... We don't even have engine... Oh, we do have engineers. Of course. So yeah, this would actually give us an alright HQ. But we can't do that right now. Basically, we need to grab all of our units, and we're all going to move them to Rio. We'll strategically redeploy. We have 2 air units. We have 2 interceptors here, which will go to Rio. And we have a single fighter bomber that's already in Rio. We have 6 transports that will go to Rio. And we have 2 coastal battleships, 2 light cruisers, 2 destroyers, a torpedo boat, and a submarine. Which, you know, this is probably a real ship here. Let's see what the NRB Minas Gerais. Let's see what the San Paulo or the Sao Paulo is. That's easier to pronounce. NRB Sao Paulo. It was a dreadnought battleship designed and built by the British companies Armstrong, Whitworth, and Vickers, respectively, for the British Navy. It was the second of 2 ships in the Minas Gerais class. was named after the state and city of San Paulo. I also realize it's not San Paulo, but I'm gonna keep saying it like that. 21.5 knots, like that's not terrible for a ship of the period. Yeah, for being launched 1909. Soon after, it was involved in the Revolt of the Lash, in which crews on 4 Brazilian warships mutinied over poor pay and harsh punishments for even minor offenses. After entering the First World War, Brazil offered to send Sao Paulo and its sister, the other one, to Britain for service with the Grand Fleet, but Britain declined since both vessels were in poor condition and lacked the latest fire control technology. In June of 1918, Brazil sent Sao Paulo to... that must be how you say it, Sao Paulo, to the United States for a full refit that was not completed until 1920, well after the war had ended. On July 6, 1922, Sao Paulo fired its guns in anger for the first time when it attacked a fort that had been taken during the Tenente revolts. 2 years later, mutineers took control of the ship and sailed it to Montevideo, where they obtained asylum. Oh my God. In the 1930s, Sao Paulo was passed over for modernization due to its poor condition. It could only reach a top speed of 10 knots, less than half of its design speed. Huh. And it still stuck around till 1947. Technically, 51 is a training vessel. So what can it get up to here? It can do 17 right now. Both of them can. This is going to be an uphill climb. Okay, we've got everything moving. Let's run a little time. We got rail network level 1. We lost the effects of the Great Depression. So we got some more IC. Thank God. And... yeah, no, we got fascist militia brigade, poorly armed. Nah, we're not going to do revolts. Government secretary focus. Let's see. Hey, Delithia. Thank you very much for the sub. And the 3-month streak. Considered naming a regiment after Philemon and give it perpetual orders to advance on its rear. Well, the only problem with that is we're Brazil, which means we're lucky we know what guns are currently. Yeah, these Brazilian ships, oh, nothing's good. You should know that. Yeah, no, I had to take a little break. I had some people staying with me for about a month and a half, and then was just sicker than shit. I'm still kind of sick. But I'm back to streaming. Gonna try out some different stuff, so here we are, Hearts of Iron 3. We'll act like I remember how to play. So, we need to see government secretary. What should they get up to? Let's try and reorganize the war ministry. Personality effects.